Our region's business is sponsored by PNC for the achiever in you.
PPG Industries has been on the cutting edge of innovation since its founding way back in 1883. Back then, the company pioneered the mass production of flat glass. Today, PPG is focused on coatings. Yes, paint for houses and buildings, but a whole lot more than that. And a lot of the innovation related to that is happening right here in our region. Chuck Knoll is Chief Technology Officer of PPG Industries. Welcome. Good to see you.
Thank you, Bill. Good to see you, too.
And thank you as well for hosting us here today in the new gigs for PPG Paint. That's terrific.
We're very proud of it.
Yeah, this is going to be the visible part of PPG that people around our region will see with the new stores and everything else. What may be less well appreciated is the brain power that our region brings to the company.
Yeah, it's people don't realize it, but we have 4 laboratories in the region. One in Monroeville for our specialty coatings and materials. We have a research facility in Springdale that houses industrial and other businesses. Also, we have a plant and a development center there. We have a laboratory in Cranberry Township that houses our architectural, our flat glass, and our fiberglass research, in addition to some research down in Shelby, North Carolina. And then our primary coatings, resins, it used to be resins and coatings, but its coatings research center is in Ellison Park, Pennsylvania.
Wow, so a lot going on. How many people doing all that work around here?
There are over 650 people now, closer to 700 people in the technical ranks, supporting a whole variety of technologies for all of our markets. We've consistently invested in R&D throughout our entire history. Our first laboratory opened in 1910, and we get, as a technical community and scientists working for the company, we get remarkable support from the businesses. So if we have good ideas and if we have good projects to invest in, they're always there and willing to invest. We're investing about 3.3% of our sales in research and development globally, and that's the highest of any of our competitors.
Wow. Well, tell me a little bit. You brought some show and tell here, some examples of how you play in this space.
Highlight a little bit about some of the technologies that have come out of the labs. We're in all these markets, so you see automotive, refinish and truck and bus, you see aerospace, heavy-duty equipment, and even the optical industry. It's interesting, people don't realize that we sell optical monomers into the opticians to manufacture glasses. We've done all the research for transitions. If you think of the glasses that turn dark or turn into sunglasses,
I actually have a pair not in my pocket right now. But,
that was invented here in Pittsburgh. The photochromic dyes that go into those lenses were invented here. The original, when you think back when we had our first car, that car rusted out within about 3-4 years. Today, we'd have a hard time finding rust in a car in the parking lot. And that's due to an invention in Springdale, of all places, for cationic electrodeposition, which is a unique primer for cars, and it's extended into all these other markets. And it's the ultimate in corrosion protection for metal substrates.
And that happens as the cars are being built. Yeah, you don't see that whole aftermarket and rust proofing that I remember 20 or 30 years ago.
No, and it's partly from innovations from the laboratories here.
That's exciting.
I can point to another one in aerospace as an example. We sell a lot of products into the aerospace industry, including the cockpit windows, the cabin windows. If you're on a Dreamliner, Boeing 787, you'll see the electrochromic windows. That's a PPG product in that plane. And what you don't see are the sealants that seal up every single rivet on that plane. And we have new products that are 4 and 5 times lighter, reduced density. We can save hundreds, if not 1,000 pounds on a plane with our next generation.
Just from the coating or the paint?
With the combination of the coatings and the sealants, we can save a significant amount of weight and add a unique value proposition to the industry.
I never would have thought light weighting was a big part of what you have to think about when you're doing this kind of coating technology.
Absolutely, and light weighting's extending into all of our markets. If you look at even the heavy-duty equipment like a John Deere tractor and Caterpillar, they're making them lighter and lighter due to soil compaction. You look at cars, they have to have to meet the CAFE standards in 2025, the average car today has to lose 400 pounds to meet those fuel economy standards. So lightweighting is a common trend in all the industries we're dealing with.
It's all about energy efficiency.
Energy efficiency and sustainability.
Yeah, very much so.
Yes.
Why does it make sense to be doing this in Pittsburgh? What does our region really bring to the table that helps you be more effective doing this kind of thing?
We talked about chemistry. I know you talked about chemistry when you talked to Michael McGarry, and I think of it as material science in 2 dimensions. And I look at our region, and you look at Bayer Material Science and look at all the other companies, they're involved in material science. And if you look at paint, it's the application of those technologies in 2 dimensions to do something special for a customer. And is an amazing technical base in this region for material science and chemistry. And we can draw on that, including all the universities, and we work with all the universities in the state and the region, and wherever we can find the technology, we'll bring it in-house and work with them.
I wonder too, you mentioned the other chemical companies, but we have the metals companies, right? They make steel, they make aluminum. Ultimately, you're trying to get these coatings to adhere. Does it help to have you all here, this whole industrial ecosystem?
There's no question about it. I still talk to one of the region's chief technology officers probably weekly, if not monthly, but quite frequently about some subject where we're trying to interact.
And now the North American coatings research is happening here as well, right?
Yes.
And some consolidation that's happened as a result?
Some of the consolidation you're referring to, I think, is with architectural. So when we bought Axo North America, we consolidated the research and the businesses. So thus the center for the business community, bringing both the Pittsburgh region and the Cleveland region together, and then in the lab in Harmer as well. We made the acquisition of Comex. They have a remarkable R&D effort down in Mexico City. We are integrating, but not by moving, but by just enhancing our communication and sharing the technology so we can accelerate each other's work.
Well, it's exciting. You can kind of operate all the way around the world with your R&D as well as
It's really fantastic, and it's 24/7.
Wow. Well, it's great. Great to see it happening, and a lot of it being based right here in our region. Chuck Knoll, CTO for PPG. Thank you so much.
Thank you, Bill.
Appreciate it. Yeah. And we'll be back in a minute with a little dollars and cents. Stay with us.